Today I want to talk to you about finding a submerged water line. I've got about 800 feet from the street over to here to where I want to locate a water line so that I can hook in, so that I can run water for the mules and water for the barn and water out there to my shop. You always hear about these dowsing rods, and it's always been hocus pocus to me. It's always been witchcraft and Ouija board when we were little, and medicine man out west, you know, the traveling medicine man that always sold his famous elixir that removed everything. And you know, that's what I've always thought about these things. I decided I would try them because I was having trouble finding somebody that would locate the lines. The water company would locate them from the street to the meter. Well, I know where that is. I need to know where it is from the meter all the way over here, 800 feet to where this mobile home used to be behind me. But they won't come on private property. That's their argument. And I can never find somebody. Every time I find somebody, they always say, we can only locate electric. So I got 2 coat hangers out of the closet. This is the bottom of the coat hanger in my hand. This is the upright that went over here. I cut this one off that went up here, and then this was the hook. And all I did was straighten it, and then I got straws and cut the straws so that it would pivot in my hand without me binding it. And I started playing with these things. Surprisingly, they actually work. I couldn't believe it. So I just want to show you a few examples of it working. First of all, I'm going to show you how far my water run is. I know basically where it is, but I want to show you how far it is. And then what I meant by basically is I know within a 20-foot area of where my water line is, but I don't feel like digging a 20-foot, you know, trough until I find out where my water line is. So let me show you. So the water meter is about 30 feet to the left of the driveway. Comes all the way up. My barn's going to be right there where the pink flag is on the fence. And then just to the left of my truck down there, there's a faucet, a farm faucet. And I know that the water line goes from the street all the way to that farm faucet. But like I said, I just didn't want to start digging up the driveway and to the left of the driveway, to the right of the driveway, not knowing how deep I was going to be or anything. Just basically prospecting. You see that faucet down there to the left of the truck. So what we're going to do is we're going to get relatively close to that farm faucet down there, and I'm going to show you how these work. And again, these are nothing more than just coat hangers. It's just the bottom of the coat hanger and the upright. And I just made them straight and just cut a section of straw that basically fits my hand. Now, I have no idea why this works. You've got a PVC pipe with water in it with a metal bar. I don't know, what is a coat hanger made out of? Iron? I don't know what it's made out of. It's cheap metal is what it is. It's not copper, it's not titanium, it's not anything super special. It's just a coat hanger. Why it responds to PVC with water in it, I have no idea. But then I'm going to do another test. I've got a piece of electrical wire laying over here by the trailer, where the trailer house was, and I'm going to lay it out on the ground, and you're going to see when I go over that, which is not even energized, it's not hot, it's just a piece of dead wire, it reacts to that dead wire as well. So I'm going to show you where that pipe is, and then you'll see the demonstration. So there's the water that was supplying the trailer house. Okay, there's the driveway. I would have thought that the water would have come up and fed that and then gone over to the farm faucet. But apparently it comes down the driveway, goes to that farm faucet, and then comes back up here and feeds that faucet, because I'm getting no readings on the other side over there. So it's going to be kind of hard to do because I'm trying to film it and do it at the same time. But you see the farm faucets behind me, and then when I turn around, you can see the trailer faucet there. All right, so I'm going to set this down, and what's going to happen is I'm going to have the dosing rods pointed directly at you, at the camera, but as soon as I get in line with the water pipe, it's going to spread open and be right on line with the water pipe. All right, they're pointing directly at you. I'm going to move very slowly. They're already starting to open. That's not me manipulating them. All right, they open and they pass me. I'm going to stop. And look, they're pointing directly at the left. My left hand is pointing directly at the trailer house, and my right hand is pointing at the blue farm faucet. Well, it's swinging now, but there it is. It's pointing at the farm faucet. So I would dig right here. Let me stick that in the ground. All right, I stuck that in the ground right there. And if you look up, there's the faucet. If you look back, there's the other faucet. That's absolutely crazy. Now let me show you this electrical line. So here's just a piece of electrical line just strewn out across where the trailer house was. It's not connected to anything. I'm gonna walk over there, set the phone on the cooler, grab the dosing rods off the top, come back over here and watch what happens. All right, the wire's about 5 feet in front of me. Get the dosing rods, get them down here about waist level, about shoulder width apart. And I'm gonna start moving forward slowly. They're already starting to spread. Look, there we are, directly on top of the line. And they're following the contour of the line. That is not me manipulating that one bit. If I go past it, the dosing rods point backwards. If I move backwards, they come back forward, right in line with the electrical line. That is just mind-boggling to me that that actually works. How does it pick up water in a plastic pipe in an electrical line that's not even hot? I don't get it, but it works. I clearly know that there's water. There's a water line right there, and it is picking it up. And I followed it all the way up, and that water line runs right down the center of the driveway. So I'm going to trench all the way back there to that shop with water and electric, and I'm going to use the dosing rods to tap into the water right over here behind us so that I can get water over there to that shop. And I don't have to worry about trenching the water line and busting it. I can dig it out by hand and cut a T into it and tap into it, and without having any issues at all. So anyway, I hope you learned something, because I sure did. I was not a believer, and I got out there and played with it, and I really taught myself how to do it. And I've learned that if you keep your hands shoulder width apart, you keep your hands down around your waist, and if you keep your dosing rods just off of horizontal, so tilted just slightly forward. If you tilt them too far forward, they won't react. So they have to be just off of horizontal or just off of level. So tilted forward just a little bit, and it takes very little practice. And as you go around in your yard at your house or at work or whatever, you'll start picking up the cues, and it'll start coming a little bit easier. So anyway, I found it very interesting. So You need to find some lines at your property or at your hunting camp or at your house or whatever. It'll find electric and water. It's the craziest thing I've ever seen. So anyway, thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed it. We'll see you on the next one.